Ever since I was little, I was taught to wait. So I guess I've always been waiting for something to happen. And I guess that's okay, because I always knew what was to come. I knew that if I waited patiently, then I would get rewarded. We'd eventually get to Grandpa's house, Dad would come home from work, and my teacher would grade that test. Waiting was simple. Now, I like ice cream. I've always liked ice cream, especially as a kid. I would wait outside for the ice cream man to show up. I'd stand there, eagerly looking down the street, hoping he would show up that day so I could get a fudgesicle or something. Some days were great, and my waiting was well worth it. Other days it was still worth it, because I know that would just mean he'd be there the next day. Things were so simple. But as I got older, it took a lot more than ice cream to make me happy. There's a quote by Lauren Oliver that goes, "It's so strange how life works. You want something, and you wait, and feel like it's taking forever to come. And then it happens, and it's over. And all you want to do is curl back up into that moment before things changed." I didn't really understand it at first. For a while, I didn't have to wait at all. Everything was just happening. And it was so beautiful. It's in those moments where you slow down and just enjoy the experiences that are thrown at you, and you take part in this wonderful thing called life, where you're okay not waiting. And it's not because something's happening, but you're just content and happy with how everything is. Just being. But then you're forced to wait, for whatever reason. And it takes a lot out of you. Waiting drains you. It's not even the final results that cause people stress. It's the waiting. It's the not knowing. And it's so utterly stupid, because waiting to find out something can be one of the worst things a person goes through. You never realize how difficult waiting for something can be until you have to experience it. I understand Lauren's quote now. But even understanding that isn't enough when it comes to waiting for something that you know will never happen. I think that's something that people rarely consider. They wish for something and hope for it, and even if they know it'll never happen, they'll never get what they wish for. They just can't stop. And it pains them. It wrecks them. It's the one thing they can constantly hold on to. So they wish and wait, and they throw all their hopes into waiting on a dream. So is it silly of me to ask what you're waiting for? Because the thing is, you know what's going to happen. You know your options. The choices you make will have certain endings. Your whole life up to this point has been planned. You've gone to elementary school, moved on to high school, and have gotten the chance to do so many things. You've gotten to play piano in a crowded concert hall, worked the sound booth in a school production, lived through a hurricane in New York, and have played on a killer soccer team for 7 years. These are memories that have given you something special. You've learned and grown because of all you've done. And I know that next year, I'll go to college and I'll meet people. I'll learn a lot about myself, and I'll probably make several mistakes along the way. Just as you will too. So maybe this time, it's like those moments of not waiting, and of stepping out to make the world change around me. But so much changing on its own. I just fear that maybe I'll just keep waiting.